this is Sherry with I Love to Giggle Too. I am back again for another video. This one here is the recap from the Wendy Williams movie that came out last week, which I didn't come back the very next day and do a video. I had a super busy week, you guys. So today I'm tuning in today to just talk and eat these crab legs. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, honey, sis loves some crab legs. I love crab legs. Crab legs make me happy. So here it is. I hope you guys can see it really good. I just have some snow crab legs, and I have these little bitty potatoes that I found. I didn't want the big red potatoes, but I just have some little potatoes that I found. A little bit of lemon. I put some cilantro in there. I put a little green onion in there. Garlic is in there, different seasoning, and real butter is also in there. So this is just for me. My son didn't want any, he didn't want any seafood. So I'm like, okay, just let me make enough for me. So if I don't eat all of it, then I can definitely, you know, go back at it again tomorrow for lunch or what have you. So everything is in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that really good. Everything is in the bottom there. I got the different seasonings on it. I did not get my lemon. There's a lemon in here, but hold on a second. I need to get a lemon. I'm gonna pause the video. Hold on. Ha! I'm back. So if you want to make me happy, honey, give me some crab legs. So I had to go get my little lemon. I got my bag here to throw the shells in. And then I got my water here. So I decided to make my own just because I can gauge how much seasoning is actually on my stuff. Sometimes I go to those restaurants, y'all. Maybe it's just me. Sometimes they be a little high in the salt content area. So this is what I have to eat today. This is what I have, and I haven't eaten all day. I don't know what's going on with this potato, but we don't want that one. I haven't eaten all day. So here we go. Let me try. Then we're gonna get right on into this here Wendy Williams, honey. I hope y'all guys watched it, huh? Yeah, it's good. Woo-hoo. Okay, I got my little scissors, y'all. So the Wendy Williams movie. Now, let me tell you something. I was not a big fan of Wendy Williams, to be honest. I just was not. I wasn't a fan of hers, but her movie for me seemed like it was going to be a little interesting. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and check out this little Wendy Williams movie. Now, mind you, I'm not a fan either a Lifetime Movie Network biops. I'm not a fan of those because sometimes they be kind of Yankee, y'all. They go too fast. They don't tell all the information that needs to be told. It's not a good depiction of it, the whole 9 yards. So, but for this one, I think the lady kind of looked like Wendy Williams. She gave me Wendy Williams vibes and stuff like that. But, ooh, baby. Now, first of all, let me tell you something. Wendy Williams, I assume she got plastic surgery because she talked about it. But I thought Wendy Williams, prior to plastic surgery, was gorgeous. But when I watched her story and her mom, I think Wendy got some issues, y'all, from when she was a kid. I think Wendy got some issues from when she was a child regarding her mom, and them kept weighing her and calling her fat, putting her on tuna and water and mustard diets and stuff as a kid. You know how kids are. Heck, I'm chunky now. You know what I'm saying? But as kids, I don't know why they were so engrossed in her weight. Because when you're in that teenage stage of 12 and 13 years old, your weight fluctuates. You know, you go back and forth. But those are the years, y'all. Those that have children know those are the years that the kids are super sensitive about themselves, about their body image. And you can really mess a child up by being too, you know, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. So I think they kind of messed with Wendy a little bit, to be honest. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Like and subscribe too. Tell me in the comments, do you think that played a role in her? It had to, in her self-perception of herself later on. Because as soon as she got some money, she was like, she told her boyfriend at the time, her soon-to-be husband at the time, I'm going to get plastic surgery. I wasn't asking you. I'm basically telling you I'm going to get plastic surgery. And I don't know, she just made it seem like in the movie that she only got plastic surgery on her boobs and lipo. But I think Wendy, looking at it, I think she did some things to her face as well. But I wonder if that kind of stems from, what she went through as a child that kind of stuck with her. But for the most part, I liked her story. She was good. She was good at what she did with radio. She brought a whole new level of scandal. In the video that I did before, if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. I think it was Wingstop and Wendy Williams, y'all. I was eating Wingstop that day and talking about the Wendy Williams show that was going to be coming out. Honey, Wendy had plenty of enemies. I mean, there's plenty of folks that didn't like her. And she better be happy she had the kind of husband who was like maybe a thug. She lucky she had that type of husband that was about it, because it was a few times people wanted to get at her. And she was just not exposing, average everyday people. She was exposing like dudes in hip hop and stuff like that. And some of those guys, not to classify everybody, but it is what it is. Some of them guys came from the street. A lot of them came from the streets. And, the music that they made was their reality. So you trying to out and expose guys and women that's about that life. Now, the depiction from the movie kind of seemed like Wendy Williams was a little bit on the chicken side. And there was a couple of times she was about to get beat up, y'all. Basically, especially when she kept going in on that group. I think it was Total. And I'm like, what fascination did she have with it? I don't know if Total was a hot topic at that time or if she just had it in with them, if she was just trying to be relevant. But they got about sick of her mess because Wendy kept on going in. And I think I saw an interview afterwards and the girl said, yeah, we was out there. She said, no, it was the program after that they showed. She said, yeah, we was out there because she just would not stop. Every time you turn around, she had our name, the group name in her mouth. So we got tired of her crap and they showed up. And I think Wendy was a little shooketh. Like, honey, people know where you at. They know where you work. They know you down at Hot 97 Radio. They know where the address is of the radio station. I'm here in Ohio, but I know where the local radio stations is. And she came out that day, honey. And they was ready to beat the brakes up off Wendy. Except her dude rolled up, her husband at the time, rolled up and saved her tail. But I don't know. Tell me, guys, if you think you could. She really brought tabloid type stuff to radio. So do you really think that Wendy Williams has talent to really interview people, or is she just tabloid? She's a tabloid version. She's an airway version of the tabloids in print. She get a story, she run with it, be it true or not. Putting people dirty business out there, honey, it made her money, and she got some money, but at the end of the day, your reputation and the things that you had to go through to get that money, could I be the person that really tells people dirty business and make a living off of it? I just really don't. I don't know. I got to make my money another way. And that carved the way for her because people love to hear gossip. They love scandal. Heck, I'm on here now talking about a movie that's scandalous. People love to hear that type of stuff, but it's like I'll hear it, but I don't want to be that one to report it and spread that type of stuff. Because there's still a lot of people to this day that does not like Wendy Williams whatsoever. And a lot of people don't have respect for her. Now, there's a lot of people that love her, but then she has that group of people that does not have respect for her as really being a radio, I guess, personality, or without bringing up somebody's scandal, somebody's dirty laundry. Be honest, if I ever was in some type of scandal, thank God I haven't been. I definitely, Wendy Williams couldn't invite me to her show. Now, y'all going on her show? No, ma'am. You ain't inviting me because you already know what's going to happen when you go there. Wendy ain't trying to get ain't trying to really promote you. Wendy trying to get some info on your tail that she got from whoever she got it from. And you best believe for you leave that couch or wherever you leave from her, she gonna pull out your business. Now, what you gonna do? Now, what got me was, ooh, the stuff her husband was doing. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. He was controlling. Boy, but when he had the whole other family down the street, I think he was 10 minutes or either 10 miles away from her, down the street, living a whole nother secret life with mainly her money, because I guess I really don't know what he did before. He seemed like, ooh, goodness. See, that's why I wore this shirt, because I already knew it's gonna be some splattering. That's why I took out my wig, y'all, because you ain't gonna get this crab meat all up in my daggone good bundles right there. So I took that off. I already knew how I go with this crab stuff. It splatters everywhere. But her husband, I don't know, maybe he did some promoting or something prior to or whatever. But the people that talked about him made it seem like he was a humdinger. He was not the one to be trying to work with. And he just had a real major grip in her. But what I found funny was she said that she stayed with him. She really knew she had married the wrong person. I think she said 4 years into the marriage and they was married for 21. And then she kept sticking around for her kid, y'all. I don't know, sir. Now, I done stayed in a relationship too long before. And a lot of people sometimes stay in relationships because kids, or a lot of them stay in relationships because of finances. But mainly, it could be mainly financial. But if you got your own finances, what would be the reason to stay? I guess she did it for her son, but how healthy can that be for the son to see all that different stuff that was going on? The movie was good. I appreciated the movie. I really did. And just seeing her, like, not saying that I'm totally all team Wendy Williams right now. I ain't gonna say that. But, you know, it was just good to know what her story was. But what got me was the after. Now, I don't know if you watched the after show that they had, where she was on the couch and this was her real life, and she decided to take her life and broadcast it to make a movie out of it. Because people, you know, it was a hot topic. She was talking about people. Now here come your storm of life is coming, and her stuff was really out there. So she turned hers around, was really transparent in hers and telling her side of the story and making basically into a movie, instead of people hearing it on the tabloids. Like, okay, I told it. You know how it is, like, oh, I'll be an open book, so if you hear anything about me, it ain't no shock, because I done already told you. That was a type of, I guess, attitude or reason for her doing it, how she took it. But, honey, the after show, Wendy sitting on the couch, y'all. Wendy got lymphedema. Her legs are swelled up. She in a beautiful condo or wherever she was at, where she lives. Nobody with her, just crying, bawling her eyes out. And I didn't realize that her divorce was so fresh. I think it was, from what what she was saying, it was last year in January. So it's really, really fresh. It's only been a year, and 21 years, even if the man wasn't right, you still love that joker, nonetheless. And just sitting there watching her, suffer. Now, some people were saying, I seen some comments, honey, some people ain't had no love for Wendy. Some people was like, that's what you get. You've been putting other people's business out there, and now look at you. That's one side of it, y'all. We're gonna look at all sides. There's one side of it, but then the other side of it, they were like, you know, some people were feeling pretty bad for her because she really did not look that, you know, that greater health with that thing on her leg. I think it was some kind of compression things that were on her legs to keep her from swelling up. And her son's gone off to college, so he's not in town. And she really over there just bossing it and living it the best way she know how to live it. But, honey, I don't know. That Wendy Williams something else. I don't think I can make my money off of other people's business. No. I got to find another way. And the sad part about it is you probably would never see her true talent on how she could interview someone or something like that. Because she just does it in a way that a lot of people don't approve of. They just don't approve of it. So it's like, could she have been Oprah? Could she have been Barbara Walters? Could she have been there? Now, I know with being a reporter or something, or interview person, whatever you want to call it, talk show host, radio host, you have to ask some hard questions. And that's true. But it's your approach to it. It's how you approach it. And she would approach it that you were going to get a response from them people. A backlash from them people. Boy, did I sip on that? You were going to get a backlash from them people for that. And I think somebody brought up, I seen it on somewhere. Boy, somebody brought up when she called Whitney Houston, baby. Whitney gave her the biz name. Wendy read, honey. Wendy read Wendy Williams. Whitney read Wendy her rights, honey. She let her have it. Y'all gotta go check that out. She let her have it. And another one that let her have it, baby, I don't know why she came to him. Judge Mathis. And I didn't even know Judge Mathis was caught up in some kind of scandal. Some woman said he did something or slept with him, and I don't know if he was supposed to have got the girl pregnant. There was some type of scandal out there about Judge Mathis. And baby, Judge Mathis drug Wendy for filth. Honey, he drugged her for filth and wouldn't let up. He kept on dragging her. He drug her. He called her a cocaine nose. He called her this. He called her that. Honey, he said, well, you having threesomes in front of your son. And I mean, he said, yeah, you got the right one. I'm from the D, honey. He from Detroit. He said, you got the right one. You thought you was going to get a punk up in here. Baby, he gave her the business and wouldn't let it up. Okay. Oh, my God. Child, I had to pause the thing a couple of times. He was reading Wendy so bad. I started to say, leave Wendy alone, please. She ain't mean it, baby. She tried to wiggle her way out of it. Then she got quiet. Then she tried to turn it over. But let's see what the audience has to say, baby. He kept on going. I mean, this man, let her have it. Let her have it, child. I said, ooh, Wendy, you better leave folks alone. Baby, she gave it to him. But that was the gist of the movie. I mean, it was unfortunate her husband cheating on her, doing all that he was doing. His thing came to an end, though. It came to an end. It didn't say what all the divorce outcome was. I tried to Google it and see what the divorce outcome was. It didn't give, ooh, look at that, y'all. Oh, boy. It didn't give all the divorce outcome and what he got or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she had to pay him because I don't see him with no money. But he had a whole house. I think they put the price of the house up. It was like $765,000. How you gonna pay for that house now? Didn't know that he was, I think, one of the executive producers on Wendy Williams' show. So he ain't that now. He done lost his job, his family, and some of everything else. So, and got a baby on the way. But that was my outtake on the Wendy Williams show, honey, on the Wendy Williams movie. it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. But like I said, I can't do it. You ain't about to have me reading people business because that junk come back on you, baby. I don't nobody in my dirty closet, you know, pulling out stuff or misinterpreting stuff and no, baby, and putting it all out there. Nah, honey. No, running up on you at the radio station trying to kick your butt. I don't have time for that foolishness. And for one thing, cities are small. I know where I live at. It is small. Everybody, this Mayberry. Everybody know everybody some type of way. Everybody know everybody or some kin to somebody or you going to run across somebody. I ain't got time for that right there. Mess around and run across somebody and you don't know who you offended and there you go. You done got hit up across the head. So that was my take on the Wendy Williams thing. Thank you all for tuning in. My social media handles, if you want to follow me on Instagram or, man, I tell you, this is really good, y'all. I'm going to tear this junk up when I get off this thing. I'm calling you cute on him. But when I get finished with this, as soon as I click that stop button, baby, I'm about to tear this up. So if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm under I Love to Giggle too. Like and subscribe here. And also click the bell so you can get notifications for, get noticed when we got new content coming out. And if you want to follow me on, what is it? Facebook, I'm under I Love to Giggle. I Love to Giggle. That's it on Facebook. All right, so I will see you guys again. Give me some suggestions on some topics you want to talk about. Next week is Valentine's Day, y'all. I got a Valentine's program I got to go to. I actually do some stand-up. So I'm super excited about that. But what are your plans for Valentine's? How do you feel about Valentine's? We're going to get into that. Maybe we have a relationship topic on next week. Relationship over chocolate and wine and cheese or something. I will see you guys at another time. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share the video. Thank you. Bye-bye.